Hello and welcome to these Battlegrounds. I'm Bobby B, and today we'll be looking at the Valaverse Action Force Infantry Commando 2.0. Now this was going to be the New Jersey Comic Con exclusive, however the Toy Tuber Expo was this past weekend, and shout out to Jersey Maniac for hooking me up with this. Me and him were in talks for him to snag me one at the NJ Comic Con, and this showed up. He's like, hey man, I snagged you one. So I'm like, appreciate it, because I lost all track of time this weekend as it was my work's version of the Catalina wine mixer, essentially. So I was pretty occupied all weekend. But Jersey Maniac pulled through, hooked me up with this guy. We're gonna take a look, compare him to the original, I guess, version 1.0, whatever you want to call it, and go from there. So straight out of the gate, this is gonna be an exclusive. It's gonna come with the mailer box. However, there's nothing, no action Valaverse Action Force emblem on it. We do have the artwork with the Infantry Commando. I guess I should hold it that way, huh? Infantry Commando. It doesn't say 2.0 or anything on the box like that, but just that artwork right there. This is also going to be the first figure of Series 6. And with that, I guess the color for Series 6 is going to be yellow. Infantry Commando 2.0. We got the collector style packaging similar to Mythic Legions. So if you guys have seen any of my videos on those, you guys know the card back slides out, tray comes out, all that stuff like that. So put it back in. Yellow is going to be the color, apparently. There's your combat profile. If you want to pause it, read it. Go from there. There's going to be 3 action points because he is an exclusive, and then we just kind of got a stock photo right there. The Valaverse logo right there. Not a whole lot else going on. As far as the tray, he was plastic tied in across the waist, so if you're looking to get that, I guess, sealed on card, since there was no tape for this guy. The brown box has tape, no tape on the actual blister itself. Getting that out of the way. As far as accessories, we got a lot of reuse and a few new things which we'll talk about. But going across the board, we got a new backpack. It's going to be in a coyote brown. Some carabiners painted on the side there. Black buckle, we got some rope, does not come out. The backpack does open up, that back piece comes off, but you know, you got to work it to get it off, and then you can store maybe a couple hands in there. But that's that. That wants to stay. We have our Series 5 helmet, but this time we get a nice ballistic mask to go on the bottom of it. That just pegs into all the different holes, which we've had the newer helmet for a minute now. We got some quad nods, if you would, or if you want to get super technical, the L3 Harris GP NVG, which ground panoramic night vision goggles. They run you about 50K if you're looking for a pair in real life, but flip up, flip down, and they're going to be black lenses. And again, we got that same goofy, wobbly, they don't like line up perfectly. Gotta work them a little bit. But those peg into the rhino mount on the front. Flip up. Down. Nothing new there with those. Getting those out of the way. We get a new Peltor's headset for the new stylized helmets. So keeping your comms going. Don't worry, we'll put these all on the figure too, but just showing it off. They peg in. Get that out of the way. And then we also get a GoPro light, IR light, whatever you want it to be. Little guy. Get my light in here to... And that can peg into the... side of the helmet. If you guys have played Ready or Not recently, you guys know that. I think even the Battlefield 6 beta had was running the camera. The helmet cam, if you would. So, fun little add-on. Simple enough. Getting the helmet out of the way. As far as weapons, we got our nice little AR platform that we saw at the Steel Brigade, excuse me. Exclusive figure. Not a whole lot going on here. We got the tan foregrip, the tan sight, and the removable magazine. It's gonna be the honeycomb. Something about this tan color, it just looks incomplete to me. But you have that. We'll get that out of the way. We also have easily the worst weapon in the line, the Maxim. However, it's the upgraded version, so, you know, it's got the sight. Still looks goofy as hell, still looks goofier than ever. So we have the exact same weapons as the exclusive steel core figure. Except he had the, I guess that's the different weapon, but he had the different paint apps. So even the steel core's, I guess coloring was goofy with those tans, if you guys remember my video. But continue with the accessories and everything like that. We also get an alternate head, just a balaclava head. Tan mask. We got our, looks like the Oakley M frames tucked in there. So I'm sure we'll see that quite a bit more. And then figure himself comes with 2 trigger hands, left and right. We also get a left and right C-grip cupping hand. We get a left and right fist. And again, there's no paint apps, or just that flat sand tan color. And then we get our just regular gripping hands. We also get our Action Force stand with our 6 pegs in it. Looking at our man, we got this new head. It's kind of like a beanie on. I don't know what he was going for. This knit cap, it looks kind of off. It looks like he was going for something else, just kind of threw it together there last second. Still rocking the shades. Then we got the headset that's sculpted on. I think a ball cap would have been pretty solid for this guy. But he's rocking the multicam or OCP pattern, depending on where you're from. Fun facts: the OCP, the occupational camouflage pattern. I'm sorry. Would be the OCP pattern would be more for, you know, actual military, whereas multicam is more of a commercial grade. And the difference is that OCP is more horizontal lines, and there's some verticalness to the multicam pattern. I don't know. They look pretty similar if you're looking at them to me. It looks like this guy's running them. So, I mean, multicam's the fun word to say it. They both derive from the Scorpion pattern, fun fact. So, as far as this tan, it looks like if you guys were around during the transition from the UCP, in the Army, the transition from the UCP to the OCP, it was like you can mix and match like your sand tan boots with the Cody brown boots, and it was just, it looked rough. It was a cluster for everybody involved. That's what this guy looks like he's in the middle of with this these sand colorings on his uniforms and everything. So pretty funny there. But back to our boy. So got our weird knit cap with the headset. Working our way down, we finally get some armor. We had some, you know, we had the Steel Brigade. We had, what was it, Senshi's armor with the high-tech futuristic plates, and then we had Atlas, and the rest had those load-bearing vests essentially. Now we finally got an armored vest, some plates in there. I don't think this one by far is the absolute best one they've put out. With the standard plate carrier. So I don't know if they're working with this one or not. I feel like they wonder if this one's gonna be the one we're gonna see over and over again. But we got radio sculpted in there. We got this little med pouch. Looks like we got a rolled up tourniquet. You can see the windlass. You got the shears. Obviously, little medic logo. Then you got some pouches, and we've got some patches below it. We're finally getting some modular armor. We got it with G.I. Joe. We got it with Monster Force, Operation Monster Force, and now we're finally getting it with Valaverse. But if that was the other way around, everyone's like, oh, they copied Action Force. But could you say that they copied here? I don't know. It only applies to when they want it to, I guess. But as far as articulation, we got our butterflies. Ooh, stiff. There we go. T-pose. I don't know if these arms pop out. I'm not going to do it after my Praetorian. I know that could have been just a one and done thing, but I'm not risking it with this guy. Head can look up that much. We can look down that much. We got the bicep cut. Got the double jointed pinless elbows. There is a ab crunch diaphragm cut, whatever you want to call it, in there, I'm sure, but the vest is going to limit that, so you just got the waist. Drop down hips. We're doing the splits. Kick forward that much, kick back that much. We got the thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees. We got our mag pouches on our legs. I've only seen one person ever carry magazines in their legs, and they were a shield guy on the SWAT team, and he had just, I think, two 9mm mags on his leg. But you know, they're there. I'd rather have them on the vest and maybe just like go back to that IFAC pouch, but it is what it is. We got our Maxim 9 holster. God, it looks so ridiculous. Unbelievable. So many better weapons in the Valaverse world, and that's what he sticks with. I don't get it. Double jointed pinless knees. And then we have our stupid thigh or stupid shin cut. And I don't know why it's a thing. I mean, like, I know why he did it that way, so you know, you can, it's in line with that. Like, I get that, but ugh, why not just cut your losses? Like, because if I wanted to put these boots on the Steel Brigade, now he's got multicam pant legs on underneath. Just a stupid decision, just so dumb, unbelievable. Well, it's for customizers. Well, yeah, customizers usually paint their stuff anyways, so what difference does it make if it has to be a shin, the whole shin going with them? But that's there. Got your ankle rocker rotation. And again, those insanely bright sand-colored boots to go with the gloves. But you're not getting the helmet on with this head, so we'll swap some heads. We'll start getting some of these pieces moved around for you guys. We'll go from there. And here he is with the nods. Nods up, down. They look so goofy. I don't... Like, I see... Like, they would look good if they were straight, but you gotta heat them up and line them up, and they're just all warped and cattywampus. He just looks like a lunatic right now. Trying the headset out. That's a good fit. Good look. I'm here for it. Operator status, if you would. Plugging in this little GoPro. Streaming the battle. And then swapping it all out for the ballistic mask. And that just kind of, that doesn't look right. Is that all right? I think it's all right. Just looks off. Wonder if I'm like, if I don't have it on right. Just looks off. Let me get the nods out of there. Make sure this guy's straight. Probably else if I put it on right way. It's great we finally get some use out of these pegs. We've only had them for like a dang near year. And that just doesn't seem to line up right to me. But there you have it. Definitely gonna go with the headset look. But getting your comparison, there he is. Here's a Condor and some Spec Ops gear. G.I. Joe Classified Series Grunt. I can't take that ballistic mask seriously. And our Infantry Commando 1.0, which is what, Dorkside exclusive. Definitely one of the more sought after earlier figures. Definitely one of the better earlier figures in terms of that military aesthetic. But, and then of course we got our Steel Brigade chilling over there. But did you pick are you picking the Infantry Commando up? You hoping for him? I would assume there's going to be plenty of him, especially with the Praetorian Furies going up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. I would assume that there's going to be plenty of Infantry Commandos to go around. So let me know what you think in the comments below. How are you guys going to display yours? Until next time, load up, grab your kits. See you on the battlegrounds.